All right, and of course, the news that is coming in is some very positive one, especially for all Indian chess fans. And if you just tuning in, you'd know that D Gukesh has leveled scores in the World Championship battle that he's currently engaged in with Ding Liren. Of course, he started off on the most horrible form. He started off with a loss. Ding Liren playing some very unusual and out-of-the-box chess to take that lead in the first game that happened a couple of days ago. And of course, after that loss, you could sense the desperation, the frustration in Gukesh. Seems like he knew he'd missed a trick or two. And of course, the second game saw Gukesh drawing with Ding Liren. And that gave you a bit of an indication that he was coming back into his own. He was trying to work his way back, and he was trying to calm his nerves. In fact, Ding Liren, after that first game win against Gukesh, also said that maybe the moment got to Gukesh, the moment of it all, the nerves of such a big world championship for the very first time. And of course, he's just still a teenager, just all of 18 years. Maybe it was the moment that completely overawed D Gukesh, which is what his opponent also made that comment after that second game. But the third game really sealed the scales. It's sort of made Gukesh come back into this tournament and has really opened up the tournament and made it all the more exciting. With this, of course, the points are level. 1.5 points is what both of them are at. Just to tell you how the tournament really works, this is a world championship where the two best players, in this case, of course, Ding Liren of China and India's D Gukesh, pit themselves against each other across 14 classical games. It's obviously time bound, with the first 40 moves being clocked for 120 minutes. And of course, after that, it's just 30 minutes with an increment of 30 seconds after 41st move. So it is a little time bound, and if you aren't able to make the right move in a certain stipulated time, it always puts you back. So this win has really come at the right time. And if you also remember, D Gukesh for this particular tournament has even roped in the services of a mental conditioning coach in Paddy Upton, someone who's experienced how it is to work behind champion sides. Of course, this is the first time that he's working with a chess player, and this is the first time he's working with an individual athlete. So it is an interesting battle that is up against him. So just 3 games have now taken place. Of course, there's lots more to expect. There's lots more that will come our way. And the beauty of a contest like this is that it's a slow burn, in the sense that always you have to build your momentum up. You really can't go all out at the start, because you'll have to pace yourself and figure out how you can maintain that kind of intensity and that kind of confidence right through. So it is tricky to play these long tournaments where you're facing off against the same opponent over and over again. It's not an easy skill set that requires a separate level of mental fortitude, which Gukesh is trying to obviously draw out of. So this is obviously very interestingly poised at this moment to see that Gukesh has finally made a comeback, especially after that first game. Everyone felt that maybe the pressure of the situation and the fact that every other critique chess grandmasters, including Magnus Carlsen, had announced that Gukesh would be the tournament favorite. And maybe that also tells a bit, puts a little bit of extra pressure on someone, a teenager at that. It's not easy, the kind of scrutiny, the kind of eyes that this world championship is having from every quarter. But Ding Liren will know that this is pressure back on him again. Remember, Ding Liren also came into this particular world championship with a loss at the Chess Olympiad, a tournament that saw India winning both the men's and women's categories. It was quite the momentum rush and a high in confidence that Gukesh came into this on the back of. But for Ding Liren, it hasn't been a very, very good last 1 year. In fact, in the last 12 months, he's only won 3 games. So it has been a very, very difficult period for the Chinese player in particular. So for him, it has been to try and battle past a lot of this coming into this encounter. And for Gukesh, there is a lot to look forward to. In fact, the next game is going to be the most interesting one, because at that point is when we will see who takes the lead, or does it still stay level. So keep watching this space as we keep looking at and reviewing this very, very important tournament from India's perspective.